Hey everybody, it's KRISTEN J, and I am here with Great Scott. Woo! Ah, woo-hoo-hoo! That's right, this is Great Scott McKenzie, who has come into his own. He's got his own thing going on, and I'm going to let him tell you all about it. Great Scott, once upon a time, there was this dude, and what's his story?
His story is he wants to be a unicorn, and he's trying to figure out how to be a unicorn.
That's right, the first chocolate unicorn, everybody, right here. So wait, so tell them where you're from, what your story is, seriously, because you have actually chronicled your story into, put out a book. Can everybody see this? That's right.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
You can't see the title. It's the Online Diaries of Folklore, which is pretty much, it's about your life, but you're going to come back with some more stuff. But tell us a brief about your life, because it's not, you haven't lived an ordinary life.
No. Long story short, I grew up with a He-Man. Her name is Wendy McKenzie.
That's so wrong.
So I'm joking. That's my mother. And, I grew up around the Fugees, and that's a little bit about my life. But
White Clips. Is that what the shirt is?
Oh yeah, vintage Fuji shirt.
Okay, okay, very cool.
This is from 1996. And no, we're just having fun. I'm trying to show how you can turn your craft into cash, your lifestyle into
Easy
a job.
killer. You have jumped so fast forward to what's going on today.
I know,
and I know this with you, Scott, is like you have so much going on, and then you just give like teasers, like that little crack sample. Oh well, it's gonna be real hot. Thank you, bye, Scott. You talked about you've shared stories with me about growing up. Little difficulties in school, sometimes with folks just messing with you, but you always stayed calm and out of trouble. You didn't get into a whole lot of fights. You told me before that you didn't really get into the sports thing, so you were kind of off, doing your own thing, and dad not quite on the scene, which is how the title came about because...
My name tag?
Yes, Great Scott!
I call myself Great Scott because I want to be greater than my father, Scott. I was named after him. I don't like him. I want to be greater than Scott.
And then you had an incident with the police. What happened with that?
So
that changed a pivotal moment in your life.
What inspired me to get into fashion is because one day on Christmas night, the police attacked me. They accused me of being a robber, robbing some woman around the way in Times Square, New York. And
how old were you?
I probably was
teenager.
19, 18. 17, one of the three. And I was attacked by the police, and I said I'm not gonna get mad at them because they're judging me. I'm gonna help change the system, and hopefully they'll look at us in a better light. So I got into fashion to help men look better and to do my best to make life exist without any color.
Now, one day you walk down the street and you see a limousine, and how does that affect you?
Oh yeah, so that.
See, he's leaving out all the juicy details. He's got a lot of details going on.
One day I was at the Booger Basement studio where the Fugees was recording a score, and the CEO of Rough House Records came in a limousine, and I was so I admired that, and who don't want to own a limousine at that time? So then I asked the guy what was he? He said he was the CEO of his own company.
Wow.
So I said I want to be a CEO too one day, so I could own my own limousine. I'm a CEO.
You are. Today you are.
Yeah.
Today you have your own company, and the name of your company is?
I have 3 companies.
Gangsta, what? Okay.
The Liaison Group is a luxury concierge service. Then we have neighborhood.com. It's like equivalent to Viacom. It's where channels and blogs come together. Right,
and this is where your show is on, but you can't say neighborhood.com because it's actually in
NBRHD, the acronym for neighborhood.
Right, okay.
NBRHD.com.
Okay.
And then my book. The Online Diaries of Folklore.
That's right. I know. The light's bright, but you know what? You can get it. Tell them where they can get your book. At neighborhood.com, right?
You get it. No, you get my book on my website, my personal website.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right.
GreatScottMcKenzie.com.
Okay. Now, you have been writing this book all of your life, huh?
Yeah, you can say that.
Because you were taking notes. Was that you were journaling? I should say you were journaling as a youngster. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I used to write in my journal. People always ask, how do you achieve your dreams? But I believe that you can't have happiness without having a problem first. I used to go through a lot of stuff in life.
Okay.
And writing my book was my way of helping my problems. It helped me vent. So my 5th grade teacher gave me my first diary. Okay. My first journal, whatever you want to call it, and then I wrote in it, and it started there. I didn't expect to turn it into a book.
You weren't consciously thinking, I'm going to make this a book. You just started.
No, I'm not going to. Sometimes I thought about it, but not really.
Okay.
And then we made it a book, and I'm shocked.
Now wait a minute. Okay, so today you have the book. The book is out, and you do speaking engagements as well, right? Because
Yes.
you want to inspire. You want other folks to do the right. Let me ask you this, Scott, because I know that you have grown up in an area where there are some maybe not so positive elements. What has kept you from making negative choices as opposed to those around you who maybe, were like, I could do a little hustling here and I'll get a little extra money in my pocket. You didn't take that route. Why?
Because I think if you're living life, you should live life not knowing the results. I mean, you hope for the best or whatever, but being in drugs and stuff, you know the end result. You don't go to jail. So why live life knowing the result? You might as well just kill yourself. Let's see what's in the next life.
That was pretty abrupt.
I mean, being honest.
Jump!
I mean, you sell drugs. What's the total outcome of it? It's like, where will it take you? But just living life for another route, you kind of don't know the outcome of it. I didn't expect to be an author. I didn't expect to own a concierge service. I didn't expect none of that. I like life like that. That's how life should be. Unexpected, not expected.
But have you been able to avoid, because I know that there's certain areas where as a young black male, during your teen years, they kind of force you to make choices that, can lead you down.
If you want to fall into force you to smoke and drink and talk to girls or whatever that stuff. But that's if you're weak-minded and you let on.
So what has made you strong-minded?
Knowing the end result of it is whack. I mean, I walk down the street. I don't find nothing entertaining about hanging out in the Chinese store.
Is that limo, right? You knew that wasn't on the path to that limo that you went on. Oh, yeah. Is that what it was?
No. That too, but I mean, there's nothing attractive about sitting on the corner. That's no different from sitting in an office with four walls. You see the same four corners.
So if you see that, though, what's the influence that showed you that that's not attractive? You know what I'm saying?
Because they're still there a year later. I'm never in the same place I was last year. I think that's unattractive. I don't think people should want to be in the same place they was last year.
Where were you last year, and where are you today? We know he wasn't on the corner, so that's a given, right?
Last year I was starting my own business. Last year I started my own business.
And this year
I was just starting it and working with a partner and then working on getting it off the floor.
Now what's really a trip is, just like you mentioned, you didn't necessarily foresee what you were journaling in your early years becoming a book. You just spoke at Harvard, didn't you?
Yes, I spoke at Harvard University.
You spoke at Harvard. Little dude from East Orange, son of Wendy McKenzie. Your mom ain't even speak at Harvard.
I know.
Wendy! So how was that? Like, what was your thought process from you know you're going to Harvard to you're there? Like, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? Take us there.
I'm not gonna lie, it
didn't faze you? Hollywood.
I didn't realize how big it was. So I got there, though.
Okay.
And then I realized, damn, this is a very prestigious school. If you see the students in there, it's definitely money walking around there.
Okay.
And it was an honor to be especially black talking there.
Okay.
I don't think they do that a lot.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it. And
you said it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, no.
They had the cameras on you.
No.
I'm just teasing.
The security cameras.
I know, right? Follow me.
Well, they would think we wouldn't want to steal anything from there. I mean, everything there is very high end.
Yeah, they said, no, they know not to steal from us. These two know. Because you went there with someone else. Who did you go there with?
Oh, yeah, Raphael Gordon invited me. And it was really, he was there speaking because they was presenting a movie there.
Okay.
And then he brought me on to speak for a little bit.
Now, your mom is casting director. She's been in the business for like 40, 50 years, right? I'm just teasing. Just teasing. Do you ever feel like you're under her shadow?
No, never.
Now, how is it?
She won't allow that.
Okay. Uh-oh. Who is that? Okay, so how is it that you have kept from being up underneath the shadow of your mom? Because I would have milked it to the hills. I'm just going to be honest with you. I wish I had somebody in my family that I could ride their coattail. Nobody.
Well, in the beginning, with the relationship, that's how I met Coffee from Double XL. So,
okay.
Yeah, technically, I'll be around her surroundings, but that's it. I won't go like, yeah, that's my mother. Basically got to hook me up.
Bless you. Brother had to sneeze.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, so.
No third time's the charm? Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, being around it, just like Clef. I mean, if I'm with Wyclef.
This is Clef for the Fugees.
Yeah,
He's just like throwing out names like we all know. Like, yeah, me and Steve Forbes was kicking it the other day.
Yeah. If I'm with Clef from the Fugees, and he's going to go to WWEF SmackDown and hang out with The Rock. I went.
Wow.
I want to be around that environment and meet people. So of course, but life is like this. Somebody could bring you in the door, but what you do with it after that is on you. Okay. Just because they bring you in the door don't mean you're going to get put on.
Right.
It never means that.
Okay.
Nobody care about you. You have to prove yourself.
So you kind of have been around this all of your life.
Oh, yes.
However, tell me, like, any of the moments that really actually had you for a hot second, like, yo, this is crazy right here. I can't believe it. My life is good. Any of those moments?
Yeah, one good time. I was on stage. I was on stage with Pharrell at Madison Square Garden. I was happy about that.
That's got to be hot. When was that? Take us there. What time? What, like, how old were you? Damn. What was going on? That wasn't that long ago, was it? Because Pharrell.
Like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
You were on stage at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, the Go in the Dark tour. Kanye West Go in the Dark tour.
Oh my God, you were there? And you were on stage? I know about that.
Yeah, he brought us on stage to spaz out. It was me, Busta Rhymes, Diggy, JoJo Simmons, Tiana Taylor, Lupe Fiasco.
Did you hear this?
It was all of us on stage just bumping
each other,
spazzing out.
So wait, so you're feeling the energy of the crowd, and what did that do to you? Did that give you a rush?
You know, this is how I looked out. You know, we all look at musicians and want to be one, but damn, I said I can't be a musician.
Like, I'm going to write some rhymes tonight.
No, speaking in front of a school and son is one thing, but you got to be that's a performer, man, and I got stage fright. If I was really by myself, I would have been freaked out. But of course, I'm an ordinary Joe, and there's so much celebrity up here. They not
great Scott, ordinary. That's a contradiction right there.
But it was dope, and I remember looking out, and I said, "Damn, I can't believe I'm on the stage with Pharrell, man. Somebody really look up to him. He got me on stage looking at this crowd." Because when I used to go to Madison Square Garden, it was when I worked at Radio City Music Hall. Because the same owners owned Madison Square Garden. So if I was at Madison Square Garden, it was backstage making cotton candy and stuff because we had to make it there sometimes because our machines would break.
Right.
And that's the only time I'll be there. So I see the basketball game. You're able to walk free around the building. Right. But I'm there as an employee with my suit on. It was like a uniform suit that I hated wearing. So then to be back there and I was on stage meant a lot.
Okay. You know what? We got to wrap this up, but I want to come back and ask a couple more questions. So we're not done. We're just going to pause, okay, everybody? So don't go anywhere. I know, right? It's KRISTEN J Live, and I'm here with great Scott, and we're going to come right back because I want to ask some more stuff, okay, everybody? Don't go anywhere.